Good evening, good morning, and good night. Welcome to Inappropriate Radio. It's your host, Tashana. Let's get into this. So, hi guys. We are not going to be discussing aliens, but the creator did want me to leave a message. Let me first address this. The creator allowed me to hear something in the spirit. Somebody said that I was all over the place. Well, let me tell you something. That is the reason that the name of this podcast is called Inappropriate Radio, okay? We aim to discuss all taboo things that can be connected to the spirit world, right? Or to spirituality. And to be honest, these days and times that we're living in, nothing seems to even be taboo anymore. It's crazy because I've been thinking about changing the name for a few weeks now. But that's a different topic, right? But yeah, I'm all over the place because we don't stick to one topic, right? Everything is spiritual. Spirituality is all over the place. It's not straight and narrow. It's not something that is simple, right? It's a complex topic and it's a complex thing. Spirituality is not cookie cutter. It's not straight to the point. It is one big mystery, okay? And everyone has their own perspective and take on it, okay? And the things that we discuss is anything that can be fitting or be fitting to those different perspectives, okay? Moving forward. Now, we had a discussion a few weeks ago about having credit and balance with the universe. And this is mainly done so by pretty much being obedient, doing good deeds, living in your purpose, coming in alignment, and all of those good things, right? But then we also discussed locational astrology. I don't really want to get into that, but it's basically just the same way we have birth dates and things like that, so does locations, okay? You can look into that. Now, this evening, we are going to be going over how we have deposits, right? We've made deposits. Now, those credits that you have, and we also had a different discussion where we went over being able to take a loan from yourself. So meaning if God in your life's time, right, in your entire lifeline for this dimension, you were meant to have a particular level of abundance, God will loan you, He will allow you to have some of those pieces instead of giving you everything at one time or giving it to you when you have surpassed a particular level in order to receive those things. You are, if you have racked up enough karma, good karma anyway, you have been awarded the chance to take loans from your future self, right? To receive some of your abundance. Now, and there are several ways to do that, right? But that's a different topic, but I don't want that to be confused with what we're going over, okay? You make deposits of energy, whether it be with people, whether it be in certain geographic locations. You are allowed to go and pick up some of that energy, okay? Hence the reason why people have homes in multiple locations. It's not even really about a money thing because that requires a particular level of comfort and trust, right? To be able to have a home and barely be there, right? And it not be like your primary or only space or just all of the other places that you can be. You decide to choose that particular location, right? To be a place that you call home. A lot of this is connected to our ancestors, okay? So a portion of it is because somewhere back up the lineage, doesn't matter which side, one of your ancestors, or maybe multiple, has started something in a particular area or space, right, where you may need to go pick up some of the energy that they have left behind in these places, or you yourself have an assignment from your past life that is connected to either that particular location or people in that location, right? So maybe you've come across people in your past life, and then in this current life, those same people that you were connected to in the past life are now in this new location. I hope that makes sense. Okay? Another aspect of this is sometimes your spirit guides come near and scope the scene out, and they have things there for you that you need to get to move along the journey in this timeline, right? For this dimension. This energy is something that you probably already had, something that you need to acquire in order to move on to the next phase, or something that you need to get acquainted with, learn how to deal with, learn how to work with, to build on your spiritual gifts, to build on the things in the physical that are required in order for you to grow spiritually. Okay? What do I mean? If you have a particular purpose dealing with kids or dealing with the elderly, the Creator will put you in situations to help you hone in on skills that are related to working with the elderly. Okay? So all of your trials, all of your tribulations, all of your lessons are going to be connected to what it is that He wants you to do. Okay? And we know this. But sometimes those traits, those lessons are connected to a particular level of energy that we need. And this ties back to people energy swapping, people stealing energy, you exerting an excessive amount of energy in certain areas or around certain people. God, and I'm assuming that the energy that you put out is good in order for you to be able to go back and get it. Like, why would you want to go get negative energy, right? Even sometimes if God, and this is if you're like unconscious about it, God will deliberately move you into certain areas to take back some of the things. And this is unconscious. Once you're conscious about it, you're going to have a different type of movement, going about things. But when you're unconscious about people stealing energy, or you having exerted an excessive amount of energy in a small amount of time, the Creator will have you go back to certain places or people or situations to clean up the rest of the energy that's just left like hanging around. Okay, because it is your energy, it is a part of your essence, it is a part of the journey. It is required to move along the journey. So you'll be gifted with the opportunity to take back what is yours. And what's going on is the same way this energy may not be compatible to the vessel of people that have stolen, or it may not be compatible for the situation or the particular timeline, right? The same way that it may not have been compatible for you at the time it was stolen. That's why the Creator allowed it to be stolen. Or maybe that excess energy that you gave out, maybe it was too much for your vessel to carry and hone in on at the time that you exerted it. I hope I'm making sense and you guys are following, because this is very important. This right here, what we are going over, is connected to your ability to take back pieces of your gifts, pieces of your essence, pieces of your timeline that are missing from your aura and your energetic field. So you have to be, and we also talked about, signs that some of the curses have been broken because you get this excess energy. Your body wants to move around. You start getting back your senses. You start feeling like yourself. You want to work out. You want to listen to some music. You want a vacation. That is also another portion. But this is only in the event that you have a spiritual tie to these people, places, or things. Meaning it is a part of the journey, your spiritual growth. It is a part of your purpose. Like it's meant to install a lesson in you because you're going to use it for your purpose. And it's strengthening your gifts. Anything outside of you not using your gifts, you not standing in your purpose, you not doing what it is that the Creator created you to do, it can be a distraction. It can be counted as a distraction. Counted as something that is taking up space in your energetic field. Okay? It doesn't matter what it is. It can be a physical thing. It could be an emotional thing. It could be a financial thing. It could be anything. A social thing. It doesn't matter. You're hanging around the wrong people. You're hanging around people that are drug dealers and you're a pastor. I don't know how that's going to work out. You're hanging around people who's out here slinging quadruple cheeseburgers and, pizza and french fries and no fruit and vegetables and no water. And you're a fitness trainer. I don't know how that dynamic is going to work out. Sometimes this balance is required, but we are talking about retrieving things that you need in order to prevail and move on to the next phase. Things that are rightfully yours. Investments that you have made. Okay? And a lot of this has pretty much nothing to do with nothing, except for your future. It has nothing to do with the past. It has nothing to do with going back to people, places, and things. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with you being able to identify, things that you need to take back. And if you cannot, learning how to allow the Creator to put you in the situations to subconsciously and unconsciously take back the things that are rightfully yours. You have energy, good investments that you have made in multiple areas, whether it's a place, whether it's a group of people, whether it's one person, it doesn't matter. I mean, you could have went to the ocean and had a healing session. You can go to that same area and retrieve and soak up the energy that you put out into the atmosphere. Careful of soaking up things that are not of you. But if you know how to call back your energy, and this is me assuming that you are conscious of what you're doing, if you know how to call back your energy, then you know what's up. If you don't know, then the Creator will guide you to those places and you will be informed during or after or before, however God, communicates with you via your gifts. The overall premise of this conversation is to be tapped in to the energy that you're exerting and the energy that you're receiving, and being able to determine what is of you, what is of God, and what is not. And being able to hone in and differentiate between energies that need to be cleansed and they're good to go, or energies that just need to be discarded completely. Of course, this is related to your spiritual gifts and your practice and using them, your discernment, and what the Creator allowed you to have access to, right? But I'm going to end it here. I do love y'all. I hope y'all are drinking your water, eating your fruit and vegetables, and sipping on your own tea, because it is free. And I hope y'all are having a good weekend. Love y'all. Peace.